Hello everyone, welcome to Green One Day at a Time. In this video, I'm going to show what we did to plant the asparagus bed. So we cleared all this area out on the second plot right next to the polytunnel. And as we were clearing, it was a nice surprise when we dug through, we found Jerusalem artichokes. There's loads of them, in fact. And behind that, it's very difficult to reach through, are some raspberries. They're not super sweet, but they are quite good sized, and the ripe ones are not sour, but they're not as sweet as I would expect them to. So we cleared all this area, we've dug them through and removed all the stones and big blocks and any weeds. Now we are going to mix them with some sharp sand, organic manure and some compost. These are the asparagus seedlings I grew from seeds. So they are all growing, some are growing really well, but these look dead, but they are not. You can see that there are tiny growths underneath them. So I'm going to very carefully transplant them to the final location, and hopefully for the next couple of years I should get some asparagus. Got lots of helpers today to do this task, a lot of mini little helpers. So what they're doing is they're spreading manure and sharp sand. Asparagus needs good drainage and good nutrients. The plot is clay soil, and so clay soil is very good to hold nutrients, but it's not good in drainage. So the way I'm going to ensure that there is good drainage is by adding sharp sand to the mix. So in this plot I'm adding 4 packets of manure for the nutrients and 2 big bags of sharp sand for the drainage. On top of all this, once it's all dug through, and here you can see I've dug all the holes required for the plants. So I've done around 10-12 different locations, and the sides are lined using bead membrane, and that side there is a brick block pathway, and in each of those holes, to improve drainage, I'm adding grit, to a couple of inches depth of grit, and then good source of compost. So this will give immediate nutrients and drainage for the asparagus. I've also kept 3 blocks. Normally asparagus is planted in rows, but I'm going to plant them in this little plot, not in rows. So in order to help me stand and harvest when they're ready to harvest, and during the growth period, not to stamp on the seedlings, the 3 blocks will help me to walk through, and the pathways around. So this is one of the plant that has grown. Look at the root structure, it's quite healthy. So very carefully, without breaking the roots, plant them in on top of the grit and the compost. This is a couple of days later. It was quite late on the day when we planted to take a video of how it was. I think this is 4 days or 5 days later, and you can see that the seedlings are growing quite nicely. Here you can see a small sprig coming up. So yeah, so they're growing quite nicely, and I've marked them using these canes so that I know where they are in the eventual on the following years. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully for the next 20 odd years I should have some healthy asparagus to harvest. See you in another video soon. Stay safe.